All right, everybody ready for some elite football tonight? Woohoo! Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Always look forward to it, the first product of the year where we see our new class of rookies in their NFL uniforms, so always a good time. Before we get started, there is some information that we go over, so let's get rolling with that. As soon as I can find the spreadsheet, right? Where did I put it? I know. I get overly anxious about opening it up, and then I lose track of where I put my stuff. All right, so the first thing you see there is just a note about feedback. That is simply to let you know that my feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get the same in return. Second message is an easy one there, just saying thanks. I appreciate you spending part of your evening with me, and those of you who bid and break and chat with me, always appreciative. So thanks very much, everybody. This is what's coming up in the days ahead. So, we had 2 new releases today. Obviously, we're only breaking Elite Football tonight, so we'll get into Stadium Club tomorrow night, and we will break an 8-box half case of that. On Friday, Leaf Autograph Baseball Bats, the final case that I have of it, and another case of Elite Football. On Saturday, we're going to break a 12-box case of Chronicles Basketball. That actually comes out on Friday, but I got messed up when I was listing. I thought it was next Friday. Yeah, I know. So we're going to open it on Saturday night instead. On Sunday, we'll finish up the Stadium Club that we start on Thursday night. Good grief. We'll finish up on Sunday night. On Monday, we'll open a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, and also the final case that we have of Finest Baseball. So what we're opening tonight, Elite Football, I'm hoping to have out the door and on the way to you roughly Saturday. If I can get it out to you faster than Saturday, of course I will do so. There's always the possibility, with that being a short post office day, that, maybe some of it slides until Monday. And if that happens, of course, I'm going to try to make that not happen, in other words. But there is always the small possibility that it could slide to Monday. But right now, I think Saturday's a pretty good, rough projected date for Elite to be on the way to you. Now, consolation cards we should not have to worry about in this break. Everybody should pull cards in here. It's a full case. There's going to be lots of cards. So it is a 12-box case of 2019 Elite Football. This is a full case break. It's break number 1. Product just came out today. We're opening it tonight, Wednesday night, the 26th of June, same night that it ended on eBay. Team names, of course, are on one side. Your eBay user ID is up in lights across from your team on the opposite side. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the info we have to go over. We're ready to get rolling here in a hot second. One last little piece of business. I am changing up the focus here. You're going to notice the background going out of focus a little bit, but don't let that cause you any stress, because it's going to allow us to see the cards up close and personal. Well, if I can get it set, I'm about to give you motion sickness. Sorry, had a little trouble there. Momentarily, but we're back in control of the mouse now. Hi, T. Cassidy. Hi, Johnny. How are you guys? So, Elite Football, you probably heard me mention at the top there. This is our first product of the new rookie class, where we will see our rookies in their NFL uniforms. Every product up to this point, they've been in their collegiate uniforms, and all the products from this point, they will be in their NFL uniforms, with a few exceptions. I mean, we have Flawless Collegiate, Immaculate Collegiate, and a few of those that have the word collegiate in the title. So they would, of course, still be in college uniforms in those, but in everything else, they're going to be in their NFL uniforms as far as Panini goes. You'll see on here that we are looking for 2 autographs and 1 memorabilia card per box. They always say on average. They're kind of doing a little CYA there in case I don't know, they mess up and forget to put a hit in, or sometimes they'll replace one of our hits with a Panini points card. If that happens tonight, we will use random.org to award the points card to one of you. I'm just demonstrating the empty box there so you can see all the packs came out. There are not very many cards per pack, but in typical Panini fashion, they like us to spend as much time opening the product as they do actually looking at it. So even though there are only 100 cards in this entire box, they managed to put it in 20 individual wrappers that have to be opened up. Oh yeah. So that means it takes us a little while to get it all out and ready to look at. Hi Elijah. How are you? Everything going all right for you today? Now, of course, in addition to our autograph cards and our memorabilia card, we're going to find all kinds of other stuff in here. Numbered cards and inserts and whatnot. So we'll stop and take a look at those maybe a little bit as we go through this first box. And then after we get a feel for what those look like, we'll go a little faster through the remaining boxes. But the first one, we tend to go a little bit slower just because I'm rubbernecking too, right? I mean, that's my first look at it for the year, so I'm kind of anxiously awaiting what we find in here too. Oh, Elijah, your day is getting better now? All right, then we need to find you some teams in here and see if we can get you over the finish line to actually a good day, right? We need to try to work the mojo. Who's everybody got? T. Cassidy, who do you have in here? And Johnny and Elijah, who are your rooting interests tonight? I know, I should remember that, but you know, I don't really honestly remember. I don't, most of the time, don't remember who has what team. Too much going on every night to retain it. So this is a kind of a cool looking little card. It's designed, I guess, to be kind of like a playing card. It does have some raised things on the front, hence the indentions on the back. As you saw there, it was not numbered. So we may find numbered versions of those. I don't know, but that particular one was not numbered. I'm assuming that we're probably going to find plenty of those. We've got some ever-present advertising card. We will undoubtedly find tons of them. And I'm looking to see, it looks like all of our base cards in here are refractors, so there's not really, at least what we've seen so far. So I don't think there's much need in reading all of that out. And we're starting out with the Colts. It is, you can barely see it down there in that pattern, but it is numbered to 99. It's kind of hidden down there in the pattern, but that is for the Colts with Rock Ya-Sin to 99. More stupid advertising cards. And a Julio Jones. These are, I guess, anniversary cards is the best way to say it. They're kind of a throwback design from days past. I think we'll find quite a number of those as we go along as well, is my expectation. And Dwayne Haskins on, once again, many of them have kind of a raised surface on the front, hence the indentions on the back, but it is not numbered. That is Rookie Elitist is the card set. T. Cassidy, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Elijah always has the Packers. All right. Always the green and gold. I feel ya. Devin Singletary, another Rookie Elitist, so it would seem that those are probably going to come out with some regularity. That's how it looks at the moment anyway. And Robert Foster is our first autograph that we see out of box number 1. It is numbered to 99. It is headed to the Buffalo Bills on a Back to the Future card set. So autograph 1 heads to Buffalo. N'Keal Harry, again on that kind of throwback card design. DK Metcalf, and Elite Company, that says. Now, there's lots of other players on this card, but you can see clearly that it is intended to be a DK Metcalf card. So he, of course, is a Seahawk. I did notice he was still in his collegiate uniform on that particular card, so I guess we may have a few inserts sprinkled in where that's the case. But by and large, these guys are going to be in their NFL threads. The Bus. Jerome Bettis for my Pittsburgh Steelers, numbered to 299. And I have to tell you, my Steelers, this is probably the first year that in many years where they're kind of affordable. Like I saw tonight, I was like, ooh, the Steelers are, nobody's got really any love for Benny Snell, I guess. So maybe I'm going to be able to pick them up at a reasonable shot in some breaks this year. It's to 299 for the Dallas Cowboys. You know, for the last several years, they've had a pretty good number of rookies that look pretty solid preseason, and so you guys know how that goes. Then the price starts going up, and away. Myles Garrett. That looks like it should be numbered. It is. It's numbered to 49. The numbering is really kind of buried down in the pattern this year, guys. It's making it difficult to see, at least for me. Maybe easier to see for you, but my limited vision makes it difficult to see. So there's a lot of these that are numbered like that one to 699. So for the most part, when they're numbered that high, 699 and etc., another one like that, we're not really going to stop and read off every one of those because, well, you know, I mean, those are super high numbers. But we are going to obviously continue to read off the lower numbered ones as we go along. The truth for once, you have the Jags in here. All right, looking for a little Josh Allen maybe. To 299, the Falcons. See if we can have a little magic out for Josh. Pen Pals and N'Keal Harry. And look at that little tiny signature, man. That's crazy. That's for the Patriots. And like you had usually these players, you know, their signatures, they barely can be contained. And N'Keal Harry, nice tiny little organized signature there for the Patriots. So how about that? Anthony, the truth for once, how come you didn't get the Steelers tonight? You said it's usually your team, but you just, you weren't feeling the love for Pitt tonight. Is that the deal? And Damian Harris is numbered to 99. That is also for the Patriots. Anthony, you finally got your Raiders. Okay, so we need to find that Josh Jacobs for you. I've got my mandate. I will do my best. There's a field vision insert and some cards that like to stick together and make my life difficult. That looks like, I guess it's not numbered, but you would think it would be, but I guess it isn't. It's just a cool looking little, once again, playing card type design. That one, of course, is for the Redskins with Terry McLaurin on there. Ryan, this is a case. We are in, obviously, box number 1. You can see all of the other boxes are stacked up there, so we can't go too much faster than we are. We'll go a little faster through the other boxes, but unfortunately it just takes a while to get it all out of the wrappers. That's numbered to 299 for the Bengals. Kansas City Chiefs with a spellbound insert. I'll get it out in a minute. And a Playmakers insert, Deion Sanders and the Cowboys. And there goes box 1. So we'll move on down the line. I don't know why I took it off the top. I needed the space in the middle, so I took it off the top and redid it. I don't really know why, but anyway, crazy. Ryan, I think you're right. I think most of the rookies are to 699, although didn't we have, maybe it won't be that way this year, but last year, didn't we also have some numbered to like 999? I mean, they're all like crazy high numbered, the base rookies, which is, yeah. I mean, like why I was saying, we're not going to stop and read all those off every time just because it's, you know, kind of crazy. Because they're, you know, high numbered in relation to what we're used to. Of course, if you think back when they first started inserting autographs and memorabilia cards and things like that, my gosh, we would be thrilled with something even numbered to 1,000. It'd be like, ooh, that's so awesome. It's always funny, right, to look back on the way things evolve. T Needle says the Patriots have been dropping like rain in Elite. All right, well, that's good to know. So I guess, you know, certain products, we can tell usually over time, certain products you can expect a lot of players from one team out of, more so than others. So maybe this sounds like it's Patriot heavy anyway. Oh, the truth for once. Yeah, I don't blame you. Sometimes if you're not sure about a product, yeah, you go in and pick it up on a lower price team to start and then kind of figure out, is this my groove or not? So yeah, I understand that. Die Hard Cornhusker for Life. Hello to you. How are you, sir? You said you have the Bengals, is that right? The truth for once. So since you don't have the Steelers, you think I'll pull one of one tonight? Well, you know, I mean, you never know. You never know. We'll have to hope we pull something good for your team as well. How about that? We'll just look for something good for both. Dak Prescott with a relic. That is a Craftsman card set for the boys. So our relic came out right away. We'll still have, of course, our 2 autographs left to find in here somewhere along the way. Pittsburgh Steelers, once again, rookies to 699. That one was Devin Bush that we just saw. And this is to 299, primary colors with Derrick Henry. Turn of the century. Well, why don't we just load up on N'Keal Harry? We're only in the second box, and I exactly see what you're saying, T Needle. We're already on our second N'Keal Harry out of box number 2, so kind of crazy. But that is numbered to 99. It is a sticker autograph on that one. And also, of course, the Patriots. You're looking for Stanley Morgan Jr. autographs. All right, we'll have to see if we can't hook you up with some. Numbered to 99, that is Jerry Tillery for the Chargers. Yeah, we actually, I think we pulled his rookie autograph last night. I think we did, or night before last, rather. And what the heck did we open? Luminance. I think we did pull it in there. Your Bengals, I mean. Darius Leonard, this one is a die cut. It is numbered to 24. I believe if this is the same as it has been in past years, each of our die cuts will be numbered roughly the same to 24, but when we find another one, we'll have a better model of comparison, but I think that's what's going to happen. Tidal Waves and Julian Edelman. That felt like that had something stuck to the back of it. I don't guess it did, but it felt like it did for a hot second. And there's a little Phillip Rivers and the Chargers. It is numbered to 83. Always love it when they come up with these completely crazy random numbers. Like, why not 80 or 85? Like, who knows? Spellbound, that is numbered to 75. And, of course, that is headed to the Cleveland Browns with your man, Baker Mayfield. All right. So, we've got another little stack back here to go through. Ryan, you're looking for Deebo Samuels. All right. We're looking for a little love then from the 49ers. See what we can come up with for you. Hopefully. Oh, the truth for once is putting pressure on me. He says I usually do well for him. Oh, that's putting the real mojo pressure on me, man. I'm going to try to keep the streak alive, though. I'm going to do our best to find you something in here. This is numbered to 299 for the Redskins. Terry McLaurin. And that's the Saints to 299. Actually, I was running low on those little advertising cards, so I'm not totally sad that they've given me about 8 million of them. Playmakers, Tom Brady. I thought that might be numbered, but in fact, it is not. It just looked like it should be numbered. Kind of. I don't know why. It just sort of did. Seemed to me like it should be. Odell Beckham Jr., a Josh Jacobs. Man, these really want to stick together when they have them flipped around. So that was a Josh Jacobs Elite Company out for the Raiders. A pen pal, Noah Fant. So, of course, our pen pals are the on-card autographs in here. I believe everybody probably knows that, but just in case you don't, it is. That's the Broncos. That is our second autograph out of this box, and I think we found our relic already, too, if I am remembering correctly. Numbered to 299. And more little advertising stuff. That stuff's actually taking up too much space on the table, all that advertising cards. So give me a second. I'm going to move them, and then I'm going to start just dumping them in the floor, I think. Anthony says he's already over the number of Patriots that are coming out. I understand. It can be frustrating, right? When it's not your team and other teams are just racking up hits and you're still waiting for yours. So another rookie there to 699 that went by. And that was box 2. Elijah says it's numbered to 83 because he has 83 kids. Was that Philip Rivers? I can't remember who was numbered to 83, but I think it was Philip Rivers, and he does have a lot of kids. I don't think it's quite 83, but I do recall that he has a rather large family. T-Needle, you're happy with your Noah Fant? Yeah, it's always good to pull the pen pals in here just because they're on card. They're always good ones to get your hands on from Elite. My favorites. Oh, Anthony, you just don't like the Patriots, so you don't basically want them to ever get anything? Is that the deal? All right, well, see, Raiders fan, so there you go. We all do have our rivalries, that's for sure. Die Hard Cornhusker. Philip Rivers has 13 kids? Mercy, like a baker's dozen. I knew he had a lot of kids, a big family, but I had no idea that he had 13. That is really a lot of kids. It's a good thing he makes a lot of money, isn't it? Anthony, as far as I know, there are one-of-ones in here. As far as I know, there's one-of-ones in pretty much every product that comes out. It's rare these days, if not, I don't know, I don't even really remember anywhere we've had that don't have one-of-one, so, I mean, I think so. Oh, but were you talking about pen pals in particular? Oh, I missed I didn't understand your question, sorry. diehard Cornhusker jumping in there to is saying the color ink, which yeah, the color ink does make a difference. Some colors of ink are more rare than others. But I'm sorry, Anthony, I thought you were asking just in general, were there one-of-ones in the product? I misinterpreted. I didn't realize you were asking specifically about pen pals. But I think diehard Cornhusker is right about that. I don't think any of the pen pals are really numbered per se, but they do have varying degrees of difficulty as the color of ink will reflect. So, thank you, Cornhusker, for jumping in there and helping me out on that one. A Spellbound to 75, so apparently all those are going to be to 75. That was Khalil Mack. Nice old Daniel Jones insert for New York, followed by a nice old Daniel Jones autograph. Hey, hey. Giants, numbered to 99. It's a sticker, but it is your man, your rookie QB. Right on. The Giants are probably officially happy at this point. Nick Bosa on a little insert for the Niners. The Jets numbered to 299. Never going to get used to seeing any Le'Veon Bell in a Jets uniform. But anyway, there he was and there he is. Of course, you know, everybody saw the story, right? He got ripped off by apparently, he says his girlfriend. I think that might be used rather loosely, that term. It's to 99 Kirk Cousins and another girl. And apparently, he had a little party with them both and left them both home in his bed, according to him. Went off to do whatever and came back. And they had robbed him and taken like so much stuff. That's the 299. That came out several weeks ago. I'm guessing everybody probably heard it by now, but like, what an idiot. And then they asked him some question. It says number to 25. It is for the Vikings with blah blah blah. A low numbered Garrett Bradbury 225. See, I get it out eventually. So the police ask him, I don't know, I guess like to describe them or something. Cam Newton primary colors, and he basically said, well, I don't know, I left them home naked in my bed. And I was like, you're such an idiot, man. I mean, like, you deserved to get robbed, I think, kind of. I mean, I guess we shouldn't say that, but it kind of seems like it a little bit. A pen pals for the boys. Tony Pollard. So there's your man Tony for Dallas. Anthony, you said they're spamming the pack with ads. Oh, yeah. There's, honestly, most of their products have a lot of ads in them for football. Those little cards, those kid reporters. That was to 99 for Philip Lindsay. Those typically go away after we get, generally Contenders is one of the last products that'll have those, because, you know, then by then that contest is getting ready to end and they're getting ready to name the winner and all that stuff. So usually up until about the time that we get to Contenders in December, the rest of football is going to be full of those kid reporter ads. Because they want you to, you know, enter your kid in that contest to win is the deal. They are prevalent to 299. That's my Pittsburgh Steelers. James Conner. And a Craftsman relic for Michael Thomas and the Saints. Oh, Douglas is asking for a hits recap. Oh, for sure. We always, at the end of the break, we always go back through and recap our autograph and relic hits. And generally speaking, if we've had stuff low numbered, you know, like 25 or below, I will typically will recap that as well. But because something like Elite, you know, we have so many numbered things in here that we probably won't recap all the numbered stuff, obviously, but the lower numbered stuff we will. You said the Cam Newton was numbered. Oh, okay. Did I not read off the number on him? Well, of course, all the cards ship in this, guys, so you're going to get it regardless. It just means we're not going to see it in the recap unless I can find it. There it is, I think. I just stack one in one place and one in another. So sorry about that. Your Cam Newton is numbered to 299. So, yeah, did not catch that one the first time through. Sorry. But we are shipping all the cards in Elite. So anytime I had several emails, well, not emails, eBay messages asking tonight about do all the cards ship. So guys, it works like this, and gals. Anytime it is something other than all the cards shipping, it will always tell you that in the listing description. Right down to that spot where you have to scroll to see the time of the break and the date of the break, and it gives you the quantity and the title of the product and all that, and those really big, gigantic, bold letters to make it leap off at you. That is the same area where information would be if something were different than all card shipping. Because like some breaks, we do veteran base has its own shipping categories. Some breaks, and like Bowman, we have sometimes paper base shipping separately. When we do series 1 and 2 and jumbo, we have all the base as its own bidding category most of the time. So there are exceptions where not all the cards ship, but it is certainly not the norm. But still, it is always going to be in that listing description. If you ever have a question about it, you can scroll down to that part of the listing and it will give you all the little info about what's coming up in any given break. I saw that, I guess it must have been Vegas or somebody put out some kind of odds line, so I'm assuming it was probably Vegas. I really only skimmed it, to be honest. I didn't really read it. But I guess that whoever was doing this odds line or prediction, thought that Juju Smith-Schuster would probably be about equally rated to Antonio Brown this year in terms of their ability and their number of catches and whatever. Of course, Antonio now with the Raiders and Juju taking over the Aaron Jones relic for the Packers. Hey, you got an extra color in there too. I like that. We got both the green and the yellow, making me happy. I hate when we only get one color. And another one to $6.99, but as we've already established, all those rookies are going to be numbered to about that. Turn of the Century Easton Stick for the Chargers is numbered to 10. So I'm glad we pulled 1 to 10, but that's kind of a weird one to pull, right? Am I wrong? I don't know anything about this kid, Easton Stick. Is he supposed to be good? I mean, does anybody know anything about him at all? Another die cut. All of our die cuts are numbered to 24. Saquon and the Giants depicted on that particular one. You said you hate them beefing AB on your Raiders and Juju is your guy because he played for your Trojans. Well, there you go. Yeah, a little USC action. I love Juju Smith-Schuster. I loved him as a rookie, though. I mean, my well, what used to be my primary UPS driver. He's not so much anymore. I thought that might be numbered, but it's not. But it is a little die cut, sort of Philip Rivers. Oh, it is numbered. Good grief, I missed it. It's in red. Holy cow. It's numbered 83 with slight little die cut in there. And I remember when Juju, when we drafted him, and he was really disappointed. That's not who he wanted. And I was like, man, I think that kid's going to be pretty good. And he was just grumbling. He was mad. He's a Steelers fan, too. So he had to come back and say, yeah, maybe he did like him after all. Hunter Renfrow, the Raiders, with an on-card autograph, Pen Pals. There's a Hunter Renfrow in baseball, too, but he spells his last name differently. Oh, so you guys think that he might be Philip Rivers' replacement, that Easton Stick. Okay, like I did not know anything at all about him. You said NDSU won a national championship 3 or 4 years. Was he QBing them all 4 years, that kid? It's to $2.99. Like, how did I not hear about him if that's in that instance? That's crazy. Jared Goff and the Rams. Well, so I guess maybe it is good that we have Easton Stick to 10 then, if he's going to be all that. Dwayne Haskins, Redskins. So yeah, you never know, I guess. That is numbered to 99 for the Bengals. You said they say he should take over for Rivers eventually, that he was a sleeper in the draft. Well, for sure, because I really don't remember him at all. I don't remember even seeing his highlight reel or anything. I don't know how I, fell asleep on him, but I did. So there you go. We'll see how it shakes out if he does indeed take over for Philip Rivers. So this is a weird sort of card. Star status. It's got a lot of whatever. It's also got a really bad corner in the upper left, a little bit in the lower right, but a really nasty corner in the upper left. Actually, a few of these I've noticed our corners and edges are not kind of quite as tight and sharp as we might like them to be. Hollywood Brown, Ravens. I mean, I haven't seen anything super egregious yet. That was one of the worst ones, but there definitely have been some corners that are less than perfect. That primary colors is numbered to 99 for the Cardinals. David Johnson. Nicole Hardman Jr., Kansas City. And this is very low numbered. It is also numbered to 10. It's for the Redskins. Montez Sweat to 10. So we've had a couple of good low numbered cards come out so far. We got a long ways to go yet. We're just getting warmed up. You said Renfrow is a rookie that looks like he's 40. Oh, that's hilarious. And, oh, wow, okay, so after Wentz got drafted, that kid Stick played quarterback ever since. I just don't even remember him at all. So I guess I didn't watch any of their games, obviously, but I don't remember him at all. So, good to know. Thank you, guys, catching me up to speed on that one. Elijah, I don't know that he can match him in terms of the Baker's Dozen children. That might be a big ask for that kid. But, hey, if we could get him to just play like Philip Rivers, I think that'd be all right. You guys are asking about the stick? Yeah, it was numbered to 10. The Easton Stick, if that's what you guys were saying. Which one are you saying was to 49? But if you're talking about the Easton stick, it was blue, and I think it was to 10, wasn't it? Well, we'll just look. It's not that far away. Yeah, it's right there. So, see, it's to 10, if that's the one you were asking about. If you're asking about what something else is numbered to, I don't know. Oh, the Michael Thomas. Where did the Michael Thomas go? Well, we'll recap him. If he's in here, we'll recap him. But I don't think the Michael Thomas relic was numbered, was it? I don't believe. Oh, well, that's nice. T. Needle says that Easton actually led the team to the championship while Wentz was injured, and then stepped aside voluntarily when Wentz could come back because he said it was his team. So, all right, stand-up kid then. Well, that's nice to know. Oh, the star one. Okay, of Michael Thomas. It's numbered to 75. All those like that, I think, are numbered to 75. All those primary colors and star status and... nah, there's another one. There's like 2 or 3 of those that are numbered. Spellbound is the other one I was thinking of that's to 75. Spellbound and that one. And actually, primary colors was not. It was numbered differently. So maybe just those 2. Yeah, so to 75. So I think everybody caught it on that second time. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So Anthony says it's time for his Josh Jacobs to show up. So we need to try and conjure his... He has a hard time sometimes getting the Raiders. And then invariably, if he loses out on them, something really good gets pulled. That's the $2.99 on the Pat Mahomes. So tonight, basically, he's kind of telling me I need to make it up to him, I think. I need to find him something good tonight for Josh Jacobs, I think is the deal. All right. Harrison Smith for the Vikings. And that is numbered to 199. That is one of my very good friends. That is her cousin. So, little Harry Smith there. For the Vikings, not so little, but you know what I mean. To 299, that was Aaron Donald. The Green Bay Packers to 99. Tom Brady. And here's an Aaron Rodgers throwback card design. We may as well just stick with it. This one's facing backwards as well for Sony Michel Tidal Waves. That's kind of a cool looking card. Oh yeah, you like the Harrison Smith card? You know, they don't use a lot of Harrison Smith stuff. His autographs or relics, they don't come out super often. Field Vision, numbered to 299. That was Khalil Mack and the Bears on the front of that one. Aaron Donald. Oh, you don't want Josh Jacobs. The Truth for Once wants Josh Allen. So, see, we've got somebody after Jacobs. We've got somebody after Allen. We just need to pull all the Joshes. All the Joshes. Deebo Samuel, I know you want an autograph or something numbered, but at least, you know, you're looking for Deebo. That's kind of a cool little insert to hit. Paris Campbell, who was also stuck to another card, as those seem to have a tendency to want to do. A pen pal, A.J. Brown, Tennessee Titans. Got a bad lower left that I see in particular. Not terrible, but not noticeable anyway. Every once in a while, I don't notice them until I'm sorting, but most of the time I'll catch stuff when we're going through. Nicole Hardman, turn of the century for the Kansas City Chiefs. And that is numbered 220. So Nicole Hardman, good hit for Kansas City. And this is numbered to 299 with your man Dwayne Haskins for the Redskins. Kansas City Chiefs tidal waves. I'm trying to extract it from the card that it is stuck to. Another Spellbound. That's the first one we've seen that's not numbered to 75. That one's numbered to 299. So I guess they're not all numbered to 75. Just our first bunch of them were. Guess they can be numbered to anything. The sky's the limit. All right. That is to 299 for the Texans. And this is Miles Sanders, Eagles. Michael Irvin for the Cowboys. And that finishes off that box. All right, so what have we got left right now? We've opened 5. This is box number 6 that's coming out right now. Oh, man, Die Hard, I just looked up there to what you wrote. You said he needs somebody else to win them, and then he pays them. Are you talking about Carson Wentz because he gets injured? And so it's like it ends up that somebody gets him to the finish line, and then he gets injured. Hopefully he'll stay healthy this year. But listen, I want Nick Foles to do well. I like that guy. And, I mean, he's in kind of a weird situation down there with Jacksonville, so who knows how it's going to ultimately shake out. But I hope he does well. Need some ink for your Bengals. All right. We'll see what slides out of this box. We got a long ways to go, though. I mean, even after we finish this box, we're only halfway through it. So, we got a long ways to go yet. Truly, it's the opening of the wrappers takes probably, well, out of 12 boxes, probably at least 30 minutes of the break are taken up by just opening all the packs. Imagine how much faster it could be if they would just make it in fewer packs. Like, put 10 cards in a pack, Panini, and give us 10 packs. Like, I would like that so much better than 20 packs of 5 cards. Rodney, Anthony got you on the Raiders tonight, man. Anthony got you on that one. And we have had a Raider. We had Hunter Renfrow. I don't remember if we've had another one yet or not, Rodney, but we had Hunter Renfrow anyway. Beyond that, I'm not 100% sure. But we'll recap it at the end. So we have a relic coming out for the Cowboys and Dak Prescott. I want to say do we already have a relic for him? We definitely had another Cowboys something, maybe a relic for him. Big Ben. And that is followed by a Tidal Waves Sony Michel, which I know we've already seen. That's the Bengals rookie. Once again, rookies numbered to 699 for the most part. We're not reading all those out. That was to 299. The Giants to 299. The Green Bay Packers to 299. Do you detect a theme? Lots of cards to 299 right in a row. So, Anthony, you said you're trying to personally collect Josh Jacobs, but you either get Renfroe only or both Renfroe and Jacobs. So now you're stuck collecting Renfroe too. I hear you. It's numbered to 99. That's another star status insert. Elijah, it is absolutely, you hit the nail on the head. The reason they put so many packs in there that way is to make it easier for retailers to sell it, because I mean, this is not an inexpensive product, and I'm sure, you know, if you're running the local card shop, you don't want to have $10 packs or whatever in there. It's numbered to 299 dual threats. Yet at the same time, they've got to know a lot of their product is done with breaks. It's the Buccaneers to 299. I would say if you had to sit down and sort out what went to breaks versus what is sold in a local card shop nationwide, I would say probably no more than 30%, 35% maybe, would be sold in a local card shop, and everything else would be sold to breakers. Or card shops who break themselves, you know. But my point is, I think probably 65% or so of their product is broken, and maybe 35% is not. That's the 299 DeAndre Hopkins. So that's why, you know, you kind of wish they'd maybe just make a few little tweaks in acknowledgement of the fact that that would make life so much easier. For breaking. That's a die cut number to 24 for the Colts. And a pen pal, Hakeem Butler. I saw that red cardinal head for a minute. I got all excited, and then it's like, oh, it's Hakeem Butler, which is, you know, still good if you got the Cardinals. But obviously, we know we're Kyler Murray hunting for the Cardinals. So, saw that cardinal, got all happy. There is Kyler, but no ink on that one. Michael Irvin. And this is a numbered Pat Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs. Numbered to 75, the little star status. Another Tom Brady went by there. And my Pittsburgh Steelers. And Hines Ward. Is that seriously going to be autographed? Yes, it is. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm instantly jealous. That is numbered to 25. I miss Hines Ward so much. Numbered to 25, Pittsburgh Steelers. And you know what? They went very affordably tonight. We talked about that earlier. That is a nice little hit there for the black and gold. Love me some Hines Ward. Yes, I do. And Troy Polamalu, too. But he won't sign anything for the Steelers. So I don't think we're going to be pulling his autograph anytime soon. Out of here. Anthony. I know, you guys, I know. I'm trying to find your Josh Jacobs. I know you didn't want Renfroe. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We're working on it, though. Yeah, that Hines Ward, I love that Hines Ward, numbered to 25. So cool. I mean, honestly, though, on those passing the torches, I mean, usually you would think there'd be a different player on the back, but it's not. It's Hines on the front and the back. So he just, passed the torch to himself, I guess. I know, the truth for once, that Hines Ward was sweet, man. You said it. You said because you didn't have Pittsburgh tonight, something good would come out. You called it. Elijah, Troy's hair gets in the way. You said. I know. Well, he did those hair like shampoo commercials. Do you guys remember those? I think it was for Head and Shoulders that Troy Polamalu did commercials. Yeah, I mean, man, his hair was so long and thick. I mean, his hair looked really nice. Well, for sure, you are right, Anthony. Sometimes you do just by default end up collecting the other players because you're trying to hit the one guy and you keep hitting the other guy, and the next thing you know, it's like, you got a big collection of him too. Sometimes that works in your favor, though, truthfully. I mean, if you think about the 16 product with the Cowboys, for instance, I mean, preseason, not really so much chasing Dak, right? Everybody's chasing Zeke, and you get Dak, and it's like, well, you know, all right. And then later, it's, yeah, you're really glad you have him. Oh, of course, Kansas City. When we had Pat Mahomes and Kareem Hunt, and everybody was chasing Mahomes, and you would then end up with a lot of Kareem Hunt, who, of course, turned out to be good before it went bad, and maybe we'll get good again. Who knows? Once he serves his suspension or whatever up at the Browns, we'll see how that goes. You never know. Sometimes it works out. Tre'Davious White. It is numbered to 58 for the Buffalo Bills. So another interesting numeric choice there for Panini. To 58. It's like, I think that's the $2.99. I think on some of those, it must just be like they have leftover signatures from these guys to 49 for the Dolphins. And so however many they have, they just decide, okay, we're going to put them all in this one product and we're going to be done with the Tre'Davious White signatures. But why they do it on non-signed things, yeah, I don't know. Rashawn Gary, that's, of course, the Packers. You never know. They got their own little way of doing things, that's for sure. That is numbered to 84 for the Saints. And that is to 299 for the Titans. Saints again with the little playing card type insert. Ooh, oh, Steelers. Dang, man. This this is just going to make you sick, the truth for once, because I have to tell you, I was already jealous. Now I'm insanely jealous because Steelers went for like under $40 tonight, I think. And aside from that beautiful Hines Ward, you have a Pen Pal dual on-card autograph, Deontay Thompson and Benny Snell Jr. Blue ink, like what the what. That is so nice for the Steelers. I'm a Steelers fan, so you know that's why I'm oohing and eyeing over it. But I kind of love that card. And I already loved the Hines Ward card, so from where I'm sitting, Steelers are having a really nice break. That is numbered to 99 for the Redskins, Terry McLaurin. A.J. Brown, was that numbered on the back? No, or the front? No. It would be helpful if they would just keep all the numbering one place or the other, either on the front or on the back, but they kind of mixing it up in here. Some on the front, some on the back. That was numbered 73 for the Raiders. They like to just keep us on our toes, I suppose, what with the constant flipping of front to back. Elijah, you got a lot of James Franklin autographs. Chasing some other stuff. He was out a lot, I'll grant you. Fran Tarkenton and the Vikings. That is our relic. It is numbered to 299. The Truth for Once is calling it a Steelers case. I don't know if I'd go right to Steelers case, but they've had a couple of nice hits. That was to 89 for the Cardinals. Yeah, I don't know if I'd say, yeah, totally a Steelers case, but we got to see what else comes out of here first yet. I just personally really like that because, I'm a Steelers fan, so that's why I'm always going to think it's a great case if there's good Steelers in it. But realistically, I know not everybody feels that way. In fact, a lot of you guys hate the Steelers, and that's okay too. Rivalries are a good thing. Anthony, what are you asking me about? You asked me something, but I don't know about which card are you asking me about? Oh, you had a 1-of-1 Deontay Johnson in Flash last week. Very nice. Well, they moved the other Leaf product again. You remember I told you guys it was supposed to come out Friday, and I hadn't heard anything, and everybody was still telling me Friday, but I was feeling, I don't know, I was just feeling nervous about it, like it really wasn't going to come out on Friday. And even though my distributor told me Monday, yeah, we sent in our drop ships, it should be coming on Friday. And for whatever reason, I had an uneasy feeling about it, so I didn't list it to break yet. And then I asked him again today, is that still coming out on Friday? He said, oh, no, I forgot to tell you. They just told us this morning that's moving to like the 8th of July or something. So it's a good thing we did not list it. I can't remember right off my hand. I know what it is, and it's not wanting to come out of my head what the name of the product is. It's another Leaf football release, but I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, it got moved, so it's not coming out when they thought it was going to be. Oh, the Raiders numbered card. I think it was Trayvon Mullen, wasn't it? I think it was Trayvon Mullen. The one that was like the red one to 70-something or 80-something. I think it was. But I will check on it in a second. Let me get all these wrappers out of here, or get all these out of the wrappers. It's pretty close to the top over here, so I can find it and I'll tell you. But I think that's what it is. So we got 4 boxes left right there in the back, counting 5, counting the one that's coming out of the wrappers. So we've opened 7 and we have 5 left in high rip. All right, let's find your Raiders card. To 73, it was Trayvon Mullen Jr. To 299 for the Rams. And actually, I kind of need some of those little pack feeler cards too, so I'm kind of glad they've got all these in here. There's Josh Oliver to $6.99. All the rookies, of course, to $6.99. For those of you who might have jumped in midstream, I have not been traditionally reading off the ones that say $6.99 because all of them are to that are the base rookies. So Green Bay Packers. And there's one for the Cardinals with Byron Murphy to 99. I do not love that they put the player name up the side like that on some of those cards. This is numbered to 75 Field Vision, and that was Khalil Mack again. I believe that's the second Khalil Mack Field Vision that we've had, as a matter of fact. And they may have both been numbered to 75. And that is numbered to 299, Phillip Rivers. And to 299 for the Redskins. A lot of Terry McLaurin in here. Not as much Dwayne Haskins. Sorry, that is numbered to 299. That Field Vision that we just saw was to 299. Oh, it's definitely hard to tell when they're in the combine clothes. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hard to be able to sort out who's who in those instances. I never really like it when they put them in their little, I always call that their little workout gear, but whatever. It is always from the combine, those images, but I never have been a fan of those. I would always prefer to see them in, if they're going to be in their workout gear, at least let's make it their NFL gear, you know? That's the way I look at it anyway. T-Needle needs a Drew Lock to save your life. Oh, no, you can't pull a Drew Lock to save your life. I thought it said you need to pull one to save your life. I got you. Dante Pettis and the 49ers. That is numbered to 99. We pulled dear old Dante Pettis a lot last year. And I guess they still had some left because here he is again. A die cut. It is numbered to 24. Jalen Ramsey. And Jacksonville. Would have rather that been Josh Allen, but it's not. Numbered to 299. Saquon Barkley. The Dolphins have a relic. Zach Thomas. And it is numbered to 299, and it's just white. So they didn't give us much to work with there, did they? Just plain old little white. Pen Pals, DK Metcalf. Seattle Seahawks on the board with an on-card autograph with Mr. DK Metcalf. Making Seattle's life happy. Meanwhile, this fella tried to jump ship on me. Numbered to 299, Alvin Kamara for the Saints. Does not appear to be any worse for the wear, even though he did try quite hard to escape. Shame on him. All right, we are on box, what box are we on? 1, 2, 3, 9? Are we on 9? No, this would be 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 9. So I guess that last one was box 8 then, was it? I don't know. What did I say it was? I have no idea. Anyway, we have 3 and this makes 4. So a minute ago we had, when you asked, we had 4, I guess. We had 4 back there and 1 in the front, 5. So yeah, I think I was right. We had opened 7. We were on 8. We're now on 9. Okay. Anyway, we're getting through them. Do you think that A.J. Brown is going to be better than DK Metcalf? Well, who knows? I mean, DK Metcalf had such a good performance at the Combine. It really kind of raised his profile quite a bit. So that's certainly possible that that's the case. You know what? Maybe we end up with Antonio Brown's cousin. You know, maybe Hollywood Brown up there at the Ravens turns out to be the guy. I don't know. It is way too early to sort that out. But of course, we'll know more when they start really getting into the meat of things here over the next few weeks. We'll be able to kind of start to get a feel for who's looking good and who's maybe not quite living up to their expectations. That's why I think it's so much fun to grab cards at this time of the season. Well, it depends. If you're after, say, Kyler Murray, well, life might be good, life might be rough. You know it's going to be expensive. If he turns out to be better than expected, you're golden. If he turns out to be worse than expected, ooh, that is not good. But if you like under the radar kind of players, or guys that just you personally think are going to be really good, but maybe aren't getting a lot of play in the media or whatever, then this is a good time of year to buy their stuff, because you can get it for much less money than once they make the team and hit the field, of course. Trubisky, 2 little bitty relics for the Bears. I think I would have rather them given us just 1 big relic, but that's just me. Numbered to 299 for the Browns. For the Cowboys, to 299. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I like Bowman baseball so much, because I love the prospecting part of it. Of course, they got a ways to go in baseball. They've got to come all the way up through the farm system, so you get a lot of time to get a look at them. But I think that's a fun part of collecting. Seahawks get another on-card pen pals. This with your other rookie, Gary Jennings Jr. So Seattle, how about you? Michael Vick. You had to wonder when he was going to start showing up again. He showed up a little bit in a few products last year, and now they're going to ease him back in. They've decided, that he's sufficiently redeemed himself for having gone to prison for his dog fighting ring, I guess. And the next thing you know what we're going to start finding. I mean, you know it, right? We're going to start finding O.J. Simpson autographs. Maybe we'll get pieces of the white Bronco as a relic. I don't know, but we're going to start getting them. They'll put him back in here after, they'll wait for the heat to die down a little more. Marquez Valdez Scantling, that is numbered to 49 for the Packers. But at some point they'll give in, and juice will be back in these products, I bet you. They shouldn't, but they will. It's to $2.99 for the Packers. Turn of the century, Darius Slayton for the Giants. It is numbered to 25. So New York Giants, an excellent low number. I would have rather it been Saquon Barkley. You probably would have rather it been that too, right? This one numbered to, does that say 25? Yeah, it does. To 25 for Pat Mahomes. And the Kansas City Chiefs. Anthony, you think Deebo Samuel is going to surprise a lot of people? I haven't really got a strong opinion one way or the other about Deebo, but I wouldn't necessarily be surprised. That's to 99 for the Falcons. There's not really any rookie this year that I'm just like, oh, that is the guy, Some years you get those feelings where you just know, or you feel like there's going to be one guy just absolutely explode. I don't really totally have that feeling this year. That is numbered to 24 for the Redskins, Adrian Peterson. Which, of course, probably means that, all the rookies will be 10 times better than normal, and I will have been completely wrong. That's probably what will happen. And those always stick, tidal waves for the Texans. Ezekiel Elliott. Pittsburgh Steelers to $2.99. Zach Gentry is who that was. I don't even think I knew we had Zach Gentry on the team. That's kind of bad, isn't it? How do I not know that we even have Zach Gentry? Where did we even come up with him? We draft him? I guess we did. I didn't even know we had him. That's numbered to 10. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets. Yeah, those girls got away with a lot of his stuff, too. It's a $2.99 for the Panthers. Like, I don't remember what he said it was valued, but it was a lot. It was like watch and jewelry and cash. And I mean, I want to say it was several $100,000. And of course, you just, I mean, how do you just not think, you idiot, you deserve that? Like, why would you just leave them there in your house? You just figure, oh, because they're women, they won't rob you? Oh, no, buddy. Oh, well, he's got plenty of money. I'm sure he'll be fine. So what is this? 10 of 12 that's coming out of the wrappers right now. I know, these are kind of long breaks when we do a whole case of this, but even though it takes longer, I kind of do prefer to do them as a full case, unless they just have an extraordinary number of cards. Then I split them up then, but otherwise, even though it takes a while, I usually would rather do the full case. We are splitting up Stadium Club, though, because it's a 16-box case, and it would have, like, close to 3,100 cards in it. That's one of the few that Topps does that with. You know, Panini, they're notorious for that, taking products that have a ton of base, like donruss baseball, donruss football, that type stuff, and putting it in these 16 and 20 box cases, and you're just like, oh, like, why can't you just put that in a 10 or 12 box case when it has that many cards? But they don't. And usually Topps is really good about not doing that. Stadium Club is one of the few where they really kind of pour it on you. And those 16-box cases with all those base cards, they kind of make their mark with that. But as a whole, they're pretty good about not doing that. Josh Jacobs insert, anyway, for Elite Company there. Raiders, of course. DK Metcalf insert. Seahawks. And a TJ Hawkinson insert for the Lions. Kyler Murray. Is that our first Kyler Murray insert that we've even seen? Or have we seen some other ones? Oh, no, we have. I remember that now. We did. Back at the beginning. We had at least one other one, maybe more. Die cut to 24 for the 49ers. Jalen Hurd. Green Bay Packers, Devontae Adams, Prime Targets relic. And it is numbered to 49. I saw that Prime on the back, and in a minute, before I realized that the card set was called Prime Relics, or Prime Targets, I was thinking, ooh, we're going to get a Prime Relic. Pen Pals, Cowboys, Tony Pollard. And this is the second Tony Pollard. This one's blue ink, though. I think our first one was black ink. Of course, again, we'll recap it at the end of the break, and you'll get a chance to take another look at it. But that's my thought, anyway. That is numbered to 299 for the Patriots. That's numbered to 99 for the Jets. Wesco. Oh, and this sparkly little card, numbered to 25 for Marquise Hollywood Brown that we were talking about earlier, and the Ravens. Antonio Brown in his Raiders uniform. That's another one takes me a while to get used to. But I do think it's probably better all the way around. I think it's better for Antonio, and I think it's better for the Steelers locker room, and I hate to see the guy go, but it's to 99, team vision. Field vision, I mean, sorry, for Andrew Luck and the Colts. I was thinking about Antonio switching teams, but field vision was the name of the card. It's to 299 Broncos. So I think it'll be nice to maybe, hopefully, not have the drama this time. Pat Mahomes, primary colors, 25. Kansas City Chiefs. Bear with me 1 second. I want to check. Did I stack one other that was... No, I guess I didn't. All right. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure I've got some of the, these numbered things. I may not have them all stacked together, but I believe that I have the majority of the low numbered ones in the correct stack. It's to 299 Colts. But of course, everything's going to ship. So if you saw it go by, you're going to get it if it belongs to your team. Turn of the century, Terry McLaurin. And that is for the Redskins. All right, we've opened at 10. We have 2 to go. I need a little water break here. A little Adam Sandler water boy. Anybody watching the Reds-Angels game? Just curious what the score is. Last night was just sad. Just sad. Of 1 run, and that was a solo homer from Joey Votto. And the rest of it was just a hot pile of garbage for the Reds, including letting a guy score, tag up and score from second, because I don't know what he was doing in the outfield. I guess he just thought that was the 3rd out. I don't know. He catches it, just la 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 la, and then wait, what? The guy's running. Throw the ball, right? They let the Angels score. Oh, Vandy just won the College World Series. Go SEC, right? Well, nice. Nice, Vandy. Yeah, UK baseball wasn't as good as we thought we were going to be this year. After, last year it was a pretty good team, and I think we all kind of thought this year was going to be a little better than it turned out for my Wildcats in college baseball. But I am glad that an SEC team brought home the trophy. You can hear the fireworks. Oh, you're close. You're close to where they were playing the College World Series? Or you're close to Vandy and they're celebrating down on the campus. Maybe one or the other, huh? It's 1-1 top of the 8th. Good grief. Okay, so nobody's playing tonight. It's not just the Reds. Apparently the Angels aren't showing up tonight either. So, there you go. Now we know. Thank you for that score update, Anthony. I appreciate you. At least we're not getting shellacked, so I'm happy about that. Oh, well. I thought for a minute that was going to be a 1 of 1. It's not a 1 of 1, but it is a die cut, and it is numbered to 8. I believe that says. And once I get it in the sleeve, we'll take a better look at it. It's your Josh Jacobs, and man, these die cuts are not always fun to get in a sleeve. All right. Come on, buddy. There we go. No, caught on the upper corner. There we go. Finally. All right, so there's your Josh Jacobs die cut to 8 for the Raiders. So I saw that black down the side. I thought we might have a 1 of 1 for you, but still the 8's not too bad, right? I know. Better if it had been signed, but we got to work with what they give us. Mitch Trubisky, another relic out for him and the Bears. Oh, Die Hard, you are just a mile from TD Stadium? Well, no wonder you got the fireworks, man. Very cool. I would, do you ever go to any of those games? Like I don't know what the tickets go for in College World Series, if they're expensive or not or what. But I bet it would be fun to go to. Fun atmosphere, I imagine. Numbered to 10. That is for the Saints, and it was Jared Cook. And this one is to 99 for the Dolphins, Kenyon Drake. Oh my. Tidal waves again. Michael Irvin and the Cowboys. Did you say no, you never go? Yeah, well, I mean, some people don't like college sports as much as they like pro, and some people are the opposite. That's the $2.99 Field Vision for the Vikings. I mean, I'm a little bit that way myself. I kind of like college and pro football. Actually, I guess I like pro a little better than college, but I like them both. That's the $2.99 for the Bills. But when it comes to basketball, I actually have a really strong preference to watch college basketball over pro ball. I watch pro some, but not nearly like I do college for basketball. And I tend to watch more pro baseball and less college baseball. So I guess I'm a bit that way too. Now I will say it's a Steelers case tag on it. There's TJ Watt, numbered to 99. Steelers bringing home a haul. Steelers. Having a good night. Andrew Luck, numbered to 75. A Deebo Samuel insert. Oh, you could have gone tonight, but you needed 4 tickets and somebody only gave you 2. That's to 99, Joey Bosa. Well, that was nice of you that you gave them to somebody else. Was it tempting, though, to go? I think I would have been tempted to be like, I'm going to go, and the rest of you, the remaining 3, you fight it out and say who's going to go with me. Yeah, I know. I would have been hard to miss, but it was good of you to do it that way. Another Cardinal, and I got excited again when I saw the Cardinal. It is Andy Isabella on this one. I know the truth for once. You did tell me. I mean, it's like you predicted it. You said because you didn't have them tonight, they would hit, and you're not wrong. Saquon Barkley to 75 for the Giants. You're not wrong, my friend. They are hitting quite well tonight, the good old Steelers. I didn't particularly notice who did have them. Honestly, I know you think, well, you do those spreadsheets, why don't you remember it? Honestly, I'm always in such a zone when I do them. I don't even really process the usernames most of the time. I'm just in this cut and paste kind of frenzy. Because you have to get the invoices out really quickly, and then I've got to get the spreadsheet ready and get everything all set up and good to go. I don't really actually sit down and kind of look at it or process it until usually, after the break or when I'm getting ready to print the invoices and ship and that sort of stuff. So I don't even know who has them tonight. Oh, well, that would make sense. Die Hard. You can't leave the kids home alone. Yeah. I didn't think about it that way. See, I was thinking like, yeah, that's true. This is a good point. You can't really have the kids battle it out to the death. One kid gets to go, the other kid, you got to stay home. No, that wouldn't work too well. So, we are taking out of the wrappers the cards from our last box. So you know what that means. It's last box mojo time. So we're going to hope that we find something equally awesome in here. We found some pretty cool stuff already, but we need to find a little more. So let's try to focus up collectively and pull some fire out of our final box here. Anthony says he's looking for some last box mojo for his Josh Jacobs and the Raiders. Let's do it to it. I know we still need to try to find a good Bengals hit, too. We got the Bengals here hanging out, waiting patiently in chat for some mojo as well. And T Needle needs some Drew Lock. You know what? He's another one. Didn't we pull Drew Lock out of Luminance the other night, too? I think we did. Pretty sure we did. So yeah, Drew Lock he's not like super hard to hit. We've actually been hitting him with some regularity. So, there's some guys that are always harder to hit, just have fewer signatures in general and across all the product lines. But he's been, he's not coming out every break, but he's not super elusive either. Miles Sanders, we have a blue ink on card Pen Pals autograph for the Eagles. So that's one of our two out of this last box. That's the $2.99 for the Packers. Little Devin Singletary insert. That is, of course, to $6.99. Just another one of our base rookies. Numbered to $299 for the Texans. That one, what is that numbered to? What does that say? 81 for Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. So we've got one autograph and a relic left to find here, I believe. Elijah says, you'll take any autograph. You don't care who it is. You just want an autograph. All right. All right. Well, we've got one autograph left to find. And then, of course, one relic. Spellbound to $2.99 Saquon. The Bengals. Hey! How about that? Tyler Boyd. It is numbered to 99 for the Bengals. Man, they made you wait, didn't they? You were sweating that out. I know it's not the Bengal you wanted. Like, I get that. But at least we found you a Bengals autograph in the last box. I mean, I know you wanted your rookie, but you'd rather have something than nothing, right? That's what I'm thinking anyway. Of course, I have boxes and boxes of stuff from breaks that I have bought into over the years and not gotten who I wanted, but gotten something else. And so, yeah, I got a lot of those too. So, yeah, we know how that goes. We have ourselves another Pro Bowl relic, and this one is also for the Vikings. Different player, though. Adam Thielen here, and numbered to 199. This should be low numbered. It's for the Bears. It is to 25 for David Montgomery in Chicago. So, of course, we've got this few little cards to look at here, and then we're going to do some recapping. What is that? I cannot read these. That is numbered to 87 for the Colts. I'm having the hardest time seeing the numbering on these cards tonight. Okay, so that has, whoops, sorry, hit the tripod. That has all of our cards that are live that we need to look at tonight. But as I said, we are going to recap a few little things here. So let me get this stuff together. And once again, let me just tell you, I think I have all the lower numbered stuff in this stack right here. But it is not outside of the realm of possibility that there was a lower numbered something that you heard me call out that I've accidentally stacked into one of these other stacks. So if you don't see it in this recap, don't sweat it. Everything is shipping and it would still be coming to you. It would just mean that I stacked it in the wrong place. So I'm going to try, I try always to stack them in the right place, but every once in a while, I mess up. So that one is to 49 for the Browns. All of our die cuts like that are to 24. So there's a handful of them that we have. I believe, is that the last one? No, there's one more there for the Giants. All of those to 24. Oh, nope, there's still one more. That one's for the Colts. Now that's all of those. So 25 for the Bears, David Montgomery. And this one, Jared Cook, where are you? To 10. And listen, I know that he's in a different uniform, but obviously it's going to go to the team as printed on the card. And somewhere over here, I think there's even some little wording that says the date he was traded and all that. Numbered to 8, we did at least find you a Josh Jacobs low-numbered die cut for the Raiders. Didn't have the ink on it, but still not too shabby. To 25, that was Pat Mahomes. This is to 25 for the Ravens with Marquise Hollywood Brown. There's the Jets and Le'Veon Bell, numbered to 10. There is another Pat Mahomes, numbered to 25. The Dolphins, that is numbered to 49. I don't know why I didn't manage to get him into a sleeve, but there he is now. Numbered to 10 for the Redskins, Montez Sweat. And numbered to 25 for the Vikings. That is Bradbury. Now our autograph and relic hits coming up. T.J. Watt for the Pittsburgh Steelers, numbered to 99. Hines Ward for the Pittsburgh Steelers, numbered to 25. Pen Pals, Hakeem Butler, Cardinals. The Pen Pals, of course, are all hard signed. Everything else in here is pretty much a sticker. A Dak Prescott relic for the Cowboys. This is numbered to 20 for the Kansas City Chiefs with Mecole Hardman. Black Ink Pen Pals, A.J. Brown, Titans, Harrison Smith, Pro Bowl relic to 199 for the Vikings. Numbered to 10, that is Easton Stick for the Chargers. And a Jared Goff relic here for the Rams. Pen Pals, Black Ink, Hunter Renfrow, Raiders. The Green Bay Packers with a dual color relic, numbered to 49. And we have the Saints and Michael Thomas. A Pen Pal, Tony Pollard, Black Ink for the Cowboys. Daniel Jones, I forgot we hit him, to 99 for the Giants. And the Broncos hit Noah Fant with black ink pen pal. N'Keal Harry to 99, Patriots. A second Dak Prescott autograph for the Cowboys. A second N'Keal Harry autograph, this one on card, black ink pen pals for the Patriots. Forgot we had this too, a relic for the bus to 299, Jerome Bettis for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is numbered to 99, Robert Foster and the Bills. Numbered to 58, that is Tre'Davious White and the Bills. Pro Bowl relic for the Vikings, Adam Thielen to 199. The Bengals, the Cincinnati Bengals to 99 with Tyler Boyd. Pen Pals, blue ink, Miles Sanders for the Eagles. Pen Pals, black ink, Andy Isabella for the Cardinals. Mitch Trubisky relic for the Bears. Terry McLaurin to 149. That's for the Redskins. Pen Pals, blue ink, Tony Pollard and the Cowboys. That is numbered to 49 for the Packers, a relic for Devontae Adams. Numbered to 25, the Giants and Darius Slayton. Green Bay Packers to 49, Marquez Valdez-Scantling relic. Black ink pen pals, Gary Jennings for the Seahawks. A second relic for Mitch Trubisky and the Bears. That is the Seahawks and DK Metcalf black ink pen pals. And this is to 299, Zach Thomas for the Dolphins. Dante Pettis, numbered to 99 for the 49ers. And another relic for the Vikings to 299, Fran Tarkenton. And a dual pen pals for my Pittsburgh Steelers with Deontay Johnson and Benny Snell. So, all right, that is the break for tonight. That's the recap. I am going to put up the spreadsheet information one final time for those of you who might want to know your anticipated shipping date and or about the stuff that's coming up in the days ahead. That is coming your way here in a hot second. All right, so I'm expecting to get this out the door and on the way to you Saturday. Now, as always, that could be earlier if my week goes really well. It could be later if something unexpected happens. I mean, it is one of those situations where the post office has short hours on Saturday. So if I get in a bind and can't get it all out on Saturday, just know the rest of it would go on Monday. But I'm going to try very hard to get it on the way to you Saturday. We do not have to worry about consolation cards in this break because, as you saw, there are a lot of cards in here, 1,200 to be exact. So that means every team would have pull cards of some sort, and everybody has a package coming. So this is a look at the breaks that are coming up in the days ahead. So Stadium Club Baseball was also a new release for today. Obviously, we didn't open it tonight because, yeah, I knew this break was going to take a long time. So we will be opening that tomorrow night. And we're going to open it by the half case. And really, that is just because there's a lot of cards in there. So look for that tomorrow night. On Friday night, we're going to open Elite Football again. But along with it, we will open a 3-box case of autographed baseball bats from Leaf. And that's a new product from Leaf. We've opened, obviously, 2 other cases. It's been a lot of fun. And this is the last case of it that I have that we'll open up on Friday night. On Saturday, we're going to open Chronicles Basketball. Now, Chronicles actually came out on Friday. And I messed up because I thought it came out next Friday, and I didn't list it to end on Friday night. So we're going to bring it on Saturday night instead. And also, it has moved from what was once a 10-box case in past years. It's now a 12-box case for those of you who keep track of that sort of thing. Then on Sunday, we'll do the back half of Stadium Club Baseball. What we start on Thursday night, we'll finish on Sunday night. On Monday, we'll open a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys and the 7th and final case of Leaf Finest baseball. So that is it for me tonight. Thank you, everyone. I always appreciate you being here, spending part of your evening with me, bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out. So I'll be back at it tomorrow night. I hope I will see you again then, but if I don't see you then, I hope I see you sometime soon. And enjoy the week ahead, and we'll see you the next time. Bye now.